16, I used to make like, I don't know, like a couple bags a week. And to me, it was the norm because I was working hard. Good. Scared on people. I'm Chipmunk right now. You're checking that Amarudontv. Keep it locked. Peace. Tired, but I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah. Sony's fault.
So, how was last night?
It was good. I was in the studio last night with my producer Parker. He made Oopsie Daisy. Also made Do It Like a Dude for Jessie J. He was playing me some new stuff that he's done for a few people. I wouldn't name names because I don't know if they want them to know that he was working with them. Or that, but it was hot. It was good, man. Proper.
Actually, when you went into the studio, Jessie J. When are we gonna hear that track?
I'm not too sure if you even hear that track. I just don't know. We were just in the studio just writing together. You know, the song didn't even get finished. But I can almost be sure that we will do something together in the future because we just rate each other as writers. Aside from like what she's popping off or I'm popping off, and just fans of each other's music.
Sneak Bow.
Yeah.
Tune sounding kind of hard.
Yeah.
When did you first hear about Sneak Bow? And what was your first reaction to him?
Sneak Bowl, it's like Sundays I go to my auntie's house with my little cousins there and stuff. I'm like, what's in the playgrounds right now? And it was like, they're all from different areas and there was like a moment and they went, Sneak Bowl. So I was like, alright, cool, let me check him out. I checked him out and I thought I could see the raw talent, but seeing what he was doing, like, the first thing I saw was the Touch a Button freestyle that he had with Political Peak and JJ as well. And what I liked about it, besides, you know, the vibe that they was bringing, is that they got the right idea. You know, they're on their hard stuff, but they got the girls there, they got their little drinks, and it's like, kind of, I feel like they're clipping, people forget that I'm like a 90s baby, you know what I'm saying, but they're clipping like the pinnacle of the heart of the 90s generation, you know what I mean? They got all the little 90s girls there, they're all dancing, like their vibes and making it look fun, and I feel that that's something that a lot of people forget to have. So I'll almost put money on it that I see Sneak Bowl being like a 50 Cent of the UK, in the extent that, you know, he does gangster rap, but what it is about him, I feel, is he's willing to listen, and he doesn't want to neglect the big massive target audience of females. So I would say he's going to be like a 50 of the UK, I think.
And then you also dropped the Moments for Life freestyle. You
Yeah.
said that line about, is it, it feels good to know a Lambo ain't out of my price range. Does it sound like that?
I said it feels good to know it feels good to know a Lambo isn't out of my range. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big talk though, man. Like, how did no, it's big, but it's obviously you don't lie in your bars, so if you wanted to, you could do so.
Yeah.
At what point for you did music really start paying off? Because you know, as a new artist, you have to recruit.
I feel you know what it's like. People always ask me about income, and I don't mind openly talking about it because I want people like, you know, coming up MCing to know that what you're getting into it for, you know, especially if you see it as your occupation. So I think through the stages that I've been doing music, you know, the income's kind of reflected the stage I was at. So I haven't really I've known a struggle in the extent that no job's easy, but say for instance, age 16 when I was, you know, running around doing Who Are You PAs, I might do like 3 to 4 a week for like 5-6 bills each. You know, I'm just a kid, I go to school. That was fun, man. I was like the man in school, you know, and pay my DJ, you know, petrol. You know, so when I was 16, I used to make like, I don't know, like a couple bags a week. And to me, it was the norm because I was working hard. But, you know, that's not including whatever league on my own was selling. But that check used to just come through the post. And Logan Sama knows that that was like the biggest selling mixtape of the time, you know. So it just varies in stages. But, you know, as I've stepped up and started making hits, you know, like things like PRS from having big songs on the radio and stuff, they just, it's cool. It's good money, man.
Now, transition's around the corner. So how are you feeling now, like your mood right now? You're about to drop.
Transition about to drop. I feel good. I feel good knowing that right now I feel like I've got everybody's ears in the extent that regardless of if you love me, like me, or even hate me, you want to hear what I have to say. You know, it's funny. You know, you rush to hear it, to dislike it. You're like, oh, let me hear this, but you still rush to hear it. I think that's so funny. So I just feel excited that everyone's gonna hear what I have to say, and I feel that that album, no matter who you are, if you're into music, it's gonna be very hard for you to dislike. You know, or to openly say you dislike it, because everyone's just gonna slide tackle you. You know, because I took the time to explain things that I know people want to hear explained. I took the time to work with artists that everyone in this country aspires to work with. Don't lie to yourself.
The trees.
Do you know what I mean? That superstar caliber. And you know, I feel like a second album is almost like the cementing of you as an artist. So I really wanted to make sure that I put together a strong, solid body of work. And I think between people hearing Champion and seeing the videos for Champion and In the Air, and you know, Flying High, the setup track, and just hearing how much I've been saying, I just want people to hear it. The other day I heard it leaked and I was like,
What, the album?
yeah, I heard, but it hadn't. You know what I mean? Someone said to me it leaked. I was like, oh cool, everyone gets to hear it. Like I'm just excited about people hearing it. I'm not thinking about anything else other than, you know, I've been saying the whole time, whoever listens to the album, I don't hide. I'm like one of the MCs that you see around. You might see me in a club, you might see me in Nando's. Like, just come and tell me what you think of it. Like, somehow get to me. I'm not hard to get to, like Twitter or whatever. Just tell me what you think. Tell me what your favourite tracks were. Tell me what songs you connected with. I'm just excited to hear what people think.
It seems like a lot of people have actually changed their opinions of you from your music.
I think, yeah, carry on.
Like, people who would have been classed as haters and actually now totally respect.
Fans, you know what's funny? It's like, this is what cracks me up. If I go on my Twitter now, it's like bare love from girls, yeah. Then you get guys, yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, most tweets from guys start like, I'm not gonna lie, or this chipmunk tune's hard. If you don't rate it, you're a hater. Or I can't even lie, you know, this guy's going in. Or alright, let's stop hating now, chipmunk's sick. You know what I mean? Or things like that. And I just think it's just classic. Like, I'm so cool. Like, regardless of it, I feel the thing is that why me in particular, I'm the one that probably gets a lot of criticism. I think it's because my age. A lot of people forget that, you know, I'm a 90s baby, and it's like, I know what it feels like to have that want of wanting what I have, but I just channeled my energies towards going to get it. You know, when I saw So Solid with Iced Out Jules and TTs and shit, I just thought, that is gonna be me. I didn't think, oh, fuck them, man, you know what I mean, or anything like that. I just feel that, and especially as I'm getting older and, you know, everyone grows as well, people don't stay the same age. It's like, the older everyone's getting, more and more people are just gonna come to acceptance of that, you know. If you let stunting inspire you, then cool with me. If it don't inspire you, I don't even care. I might even piss you off some more.
But is that it must be difficult, because like, someone's growing,
Yeah.
you know, but then to still have negativity at every step of your development.
I feel that if there was positivity at every step of my development, I probably wouldn't develop. Because if everyone has good things to say, then that would make you somewhat perfect, and then you just wouldn't be learning anything. And I feel that it sounds funny, but what I wanted to do with Transition was to please the person that wouldn't even buy my album anyway. You know, and that takes a big decision for my artist, knowing that, okay, there's so much people that love you that might buy your record. There's a set of people that like you but won't buy it. And there's a set of people that are never, ever, ever gonna buy it because it's just not part of their culture. They didn't grow up going to HMV. People, a lot of us didn't have those sort of luxuries. So it's like, that person, I know they're not gonna buy my album. And like, that's cool, that's great. But you're gonna hear it because you can't get away from Sky. You can't get away from the internet, and you can't get away from girls. And girls talk so much, you know what I mean? Like, and guys just follow where the girls are. So I just wanted to know that when you hear my song, you're gonna either have to shut your mouth, or you're gonna have to say, it's gonna be another like, oh, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, or I can't, or rest. And then it's all about potential fans. I feel that a lot of people just accept who their audience is and focus on that. But I feel that there's people out there that want to like you. There's people out there that don't like you because they don't like themselves. And then even if you can change one of those, you know, I think I change like 5 a day. It's fun, man. It's just a bit more challenging.
So now the album, as we're saying, is about to drop. And then you obviously have to go through the whole promo cycle of shows, tours.
Yeah.
How much of your normal life do you get to live now that you're going to be full swing of promo, tours, shows, PAs?
Normal life, it's just a myth, man. Like, I've just accepted it. It's like, life's never going to be normal, you know. You wake up, you get the call, you just got to go. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Normal life, honestly, is when I sleep, and that's very, very rare. I don't have a sleeping pattern that your average human has. So yeah, normal life is kind of like up in the air. Yeah.
You said something about like that in the tune with Skepta, the big, something about you died before you live or something like that.
Yeah, I say some haunted stuff. Yeah, that's true. What I said on Big, I said a whole load of stuff on Big. Yeah, you die before you live. I wish they warned me when I started. Something about I'm on the other side of the glass ceiling. All these things that are like so descriptive that make people think like, rah, other side of the glass ceiling. So then you look and you think, rah, could you see a glass ceiling? No. So you know what I mean? Things like that. It's just, you're just learning as I go along, and I feel that, you know, I'm 20 now. I'm not 28 or 29 or 31, you know, Wiley's age. I'm young, you know what I mean? So I'm learning, and one thing that I feel I try to pitch to other people as well is you can actually learn from other people's mistakes. It don't make you a bad person, you know. If I see him F up doing that, I'm going to make sure I don't do that, you know what I mean?
Do you feel like you've had any musical mistakes though?
Musical mistakes, I wouldn't say I've had musical mistakes, but I've been misled, I've been misconceived, I fell into traps. But at the same time, there was like, I fell into a success trap. So it's kind of like, it's just finding the balance of keeping myself happy and keeping, you know, my fans happy at the same time. So I can't really see it as a mistake because, you know, a hit's a hit. Like, it's not every day. People look at, you know, people going top 10 and top 5 and like it's nothing. Do you know what I mean? I remember when it was a big thing. Well, it's a big thing for some people to come through and do it now, but I feel that between us collective of artists who have been doing it, you know, consistently for the past couple of years, I'm the one that always reminds everyone, like, bruv, don't think that it's not something to celebrate, like, you know what I mean, like a number 4 or a number 3 or anything in the top 10, even the top 20, because 5 years ago, none of us ever had the slightest idea that this is what it was going to be, so I'm cool.
Now with your album, is there like a track for you that's the favourite on the album, Transition?
All-round favourite on my album, I wouldn't say, it depends what mood I'm in, but 3 songs besides singles I would say, you know, will probably make you think is the intro, Transition, the outro, Pray For Me, and the penultimate song, Picture Me. Those 3 I would say would definitely make someone think.
Now, I know the album isn't out, but can you just give me a bit of insight to what each of those 3 songs actually are about?
Transition explains, you know, being famous, the public see you grow. Transition lets you hear me grow. That's that. Pray For Me kind of sums up everything that I've said previously in the album, but kind of like that heart on your sleeve song that you just, you know, let it all out, say what you want to say, knowing I said some stuff that people are going to want to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about because the answers are in the song. And Picture Me is just like a record that makes you as a person just feel that, you know, whatever profession you pick, you can just go as far as you can. Proper, like, kind of like how Champion uplifts you, this one will take you, kind of uplift you even more. Sick, man. I think people should get Transition. One, there's different reasons. If you like good music, it's definitely good music. If you want to hear a hit, there's definitely a hit. But if you're someone that, you know, obviously a lot of people have opinions on me, and if whether your opinion is positive or negative, you can justify it through the music, you know. So if you've been rooting for me, you can say, you know what, hear this is why. If you don't root for me, I'm gonna sit here and say, you know what, I don't root for this guy because I feel like he's arrogant or I feel like he's overconfident, and you know what, it's reflected on all of these tracks, you know what I mean? No matter what your opinion is on me as a person, the album is an album that you could use to represent it. And that's not me putting myself down, that's me saying that, taking in constructive criticism, positivity, and understanding that success is a journey, not a destination. I've put it all into a disc. So I just want you to hear it. And even if you're a hater and you don't want to buy it, that's cool. Take it off your friend who bought it and just listen to it. And if it's good, come and see me live.